Tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, the slopes of Kynareth's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a Thu'Mic, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning from constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. How quickly you can master your new Thu'Mic. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Fusro.
Fusro.
Well done. Again.
Losa!
Fusro.
Fusro! Losa!
Fusro.
Fus!
Fusro. Damn it. No, you're in the way over here, dude.
Just remember, you
Losa!
were the boss.
Fusro.
Fusro!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Losa!
Fus Ro.
Fus Ro.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will
Yeah.
perform your next trial in the courtyard.
About time,
Follow
friend.
Master Boy.
Here I was thinking I was going to have to kill something without
We will do
you.
your next test in the courtyard. Follow Master Boy.
Not sure these guys don't speak. Well, I had a little screw up there. You won't see it in the video, but accidentally hit one of my G keys and opened up a window and then couldn't get back into the game.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind.
Wuld.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wuld.
What are we going to kill today? Bandits? More sword? Imperials? What do you need?
Now we will see how
Have you ever heard of clan fear? Lizard beasts from Oblivion. Taste like chicken. Or so I've been told. Hmm? You sure? Well, alright. Probably time I head
Your
on
turn.
somewhere else.
Stand next to
Never
me.
know where my
Master
stomach
Bori
will
will
take me.
open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Old.
Is this your best effort? Again.
Oh, shut up. Old. Damn.
Your
I
quick
did make it.
mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing. or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Productions, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
And for reference, when that time is when you've learned clear skies.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High. But in your case, Dragonborn, their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. Sky, guard you.
So I'm going to go ahead and fast travel down to Whiterun. Then we're going to pick up Lydia. And I know some of you are probably saying, oh god, why Lydia? Well, I don't really see why everyone dishes on Lydia for. It's just as bad or as good as the rest of the companions that you can have, so I don't see the reason why you shouldn't use them. How much money do I have? Probably not even near close enough to buy the breeze home. Oops, I want items, I think. Yeah, I think we need something like 10,000, that's only 1,500. So we need to find Illyria's Cauldron, I think is what it's called. It's gonna be in here somewhere.
Are you feeling sick?
Grey main house. Mescos.
Yes? Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
The Jarl's ass, huh? These are houses. Maybe it's down here. Maybe it's down here on this other level. Well, that's right. There's another square down here where the companion's place is. All right, so.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Breeze Hall.
General goods.
You should talk to the steward up in the keep.
There you go.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian
Arcadia
at the
is called.
forge.
So it should be this one here.
Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you?
Dragonborn, that's what. Fusro.
Boost! Row!
Roriksted's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a god.
Old.
If a dragon attacks, well, then it could be a different story.
Nice, we'll wait for some time here. We have to go. Let's go. I think that gets us to 7 o'clock. 5 maybe. Looks like 5. Yeah, so we'll wait another 2 hours. What the hell? Alright, let's wait a little longer then. I think it's 8 is when all the doors are unlocked. No, not. What the hell then? It's strange. It's supposed to be this one, I don't know why it's... Great, now I'm gonna have to pay 5 coins.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. We'll look the other way this time. But even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
Really? Interesting. So, maybe it's this one then. No?
Are you feeling all right, dear? You look a little ill.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
It's supposed to be... It says in a house that has like steam coming out of it.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! I think I can teach you a thing or two.
I'm trying to save my money.
Come back anytime
So
if you
where
need
the
a remedy.
bloody hell? is this bathhouse? It's supposed to be behind this place. Maybe it's out behind, way behind, like out here. No. It's supposed to be a house with steam coming out of it.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Well, this has steam coming out of it. This is the
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Bannered Mare.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
I'm gonna tab out real quick and figure out where the hell this place is at, because I want to find this place. I'm pissed off now because I can't find it. This guy's instructions suck. Alright, it appears that we have to enable the file in the launcher before we actually can use it, so I'm going to save real quick. Somehow I got the mouse thing on here.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
And then I'm going to quit and restart. Alright, now the damn thing should be there. Hopefully, anyway. Unless Steamworks mods aren't working at all for me for whatever reason. Which is a possibility.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
What do you need?
No, still not it.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Boys, girls, dogs, elders. There's nobody I won't fight.
Why don't you just, level Hellion? This is getting ridiculous now. I mean, seriously. This is getting really ridiculous. Are these mods installing or are they not?
Are you feeling sick?
No, I'm feeling pissed off. Thank you
Fruits
very
and
much.
vegetables are disappointing, Carlotta.
I get them fresh from the farms daily.
Chops and steaks fit for a jarl.
If you
Come
were
and see
getting
my
them from
selection
my
of finest
farm,
quality
they'd
meats.
be twice as fresh.
Time for some more research. Alright, just kind of jumping right in here. Finally got the damn thing to work, so here we go. Here it is right here. Behind, there. Hoarfrost Bathhouse. Cold than the dragon. Nord boys.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly. I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday. They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't... Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade. Farewell. It's a fine day with you around.
So there's supposed to be an actual bathhouse around here somewhere. Not just a sauna. It's around from another side somewhere. Or maybe not, I don't know. Let's go see if I can traumatize some children.
Need a blade? We should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Well met, traveler.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Yes, the arrow in the knee guy.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Nobody
Straight
wants to
from the
play,
fields
huh?
and orchards of Whiterun to your table.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest
Ripe fruit and fresh
Maybe it's because I have the cloak on.
vegetables for sale.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Did you know there's some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Let's see.
It's a shame, isn't it? This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it, not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Staying safe, I hope.
I don't know, you tell me.
Supplies are scarcer than ever.
You're naked!
There we go, that's what I was hoping for.
Maybe. But they wouldn't taste as good as a loaf of fresh-baked
Had enough of
pumpernickel.
fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
Well, let's put our clothes back on here. Haggling. I really should go hang these up because they're pretty overpowered. Where the hell's the sun at? Oh, straight up. So I'm gonna get an epic little pose there with the sun glare behind me, but